I need an intro for my video, Nat. What do I do?
Intro to your video about, are you doing it right now?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Becky Downing, and I freaking love Disney so much that I am planning my whole life around working there.
Good morning, friendly people. I'm walking into the design lab this morning, and it's going to be a really good day because today is my first day meeting with my career development center at my school to go over my resume. Hello, everybody. So I am in the design lab right now. I'm about to get ready to go to the library and print out my resume and stuff before I head over to the career development center, but I just want to show you what I'm bringing with me before I go. So I looked on the Disney, So I looked on the Disney website before I went over, and I looked up professional internships, and literally this morning they put up like exactly what I want, Walt Disney World Communications internship. So I'm going to go to the library and print this description out. So you could be put in any of these places, in any of these departments within Disney parks. I'm specifically looking at Disney internships in Orlando with Disney Parks and Resorts. So when I get to the website, you'll see that there are all these different facets of the Disney company that you can look up. So I always click on Disney Parks and Resorts. And they always show you when the internships have been posted. So this one was posted this morning. It's September 12th. And I'm going to print it out so I have it to look at. And I'm also going to be bringing 2 internships that I've printed out. One of them is a communication internship for Disney Internships and Programs, which I would love to work with. I love Disney internships and programs. I tweet at them all the time because I'm obsessed with them, and they always like my tweets, and it's so much fun. And then also a print collateral communications internship. So basically my advice to anybody, I haven't gotten an internship, but I like what I'm doing so far. My advice to anybody who wants a Disney internship and is looking at a professional internship would be to look at the internships that they post on their website for the semester before you're going to apply, because I've heard that a lot of them get posted every single semester. So these ones that I've printed out are for spring 2018, but next semester I'll be applying for fall 2018. But if I'm lucky, they'll be posted again. So I'm gonna go into the library and print out my resume, and then I'm gonna go to the Career Development Center with the master copy of my resume. I'm going to go over all the internships that I've printed out so far, so just 3 so far, and then I'm going to see what we can do with my resume, how we can format things a little bit better. I'd like to put it up in InDesign and make it a little bit more interesting like visually before I turn it in, because I want them to see how much work I put into it, because I want it so bad. Also, something else that I think is really important about looking at the internships ahead of time, like the season or the year before you want to apply, is that you can look at what they're looking for, their qualifications for the jobs, and you can see qualifications that you have and qualifications that you don't have. I have a lot of writing experience. I don't have as much like visual design experience, and a lot of the communications internships that I want to apply for, they want you to have some InDesign experience, some Photoshop experience, some videography experience, some photography experience, and I've had some Adobe Creative Cloud experience in other internships and positions that I've had. Like I lay out stuff all the time on InDesign for my school's newspaper and make it all fun, but to just kind of like beef up my resume a little bit in my portfolio, I looked at some of the qualifications that I might need last semester before class registration. And so this semester I'm taking Intro to Public Relations, Advanced Poetry, because I'm a creative writing major with a comp minor. And then I'm also taking Basic Design, Social Media, and I'm taking Basic Photography, Digital Photography. So the photography and basic design classes aren't necessarily ones that I need to graduate for my major, but I'm really enjoying them because I feel like I'm actually learning something that will come in handy in a job, obviously, because I'll need it for Disney if I apply. So yeah, just trying to get stuff for my resume and for my online portfolio, and my online portfolio will be something that I share with you guys a little bit later when I get it a little bit better worked out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the library, print out my resume, and then we're gonna go to the Career Development Center. Yay, Disney! It's starting now, guys. It's happening. It's happening. So I just got back from my meeting and I'm in my room now, so forgive me if it's a little messy. I'm sitting on the floor because I never ever use my desk. But I just wanted to go over a few takeaways from this meeting that I just had, my first resume meeting of the year. So number one, I need to really condense my resume. My resume right now is a page and a half. And I went in knowing that it would need to be condensed, and I went in saying that it was a master copy, so hopefully I'll be able to get that kind of condensed a little bit more so it's not as crazy. But number two, I need to look at each individual internship that I am applying for and really tailor my resume to each one. So I have a master copy, and I'm going to have different copies of my resume for different internships that I apply for. So one internship that I apply for, I might turn in a resume with a specific experience that I've had on it, and I might take it off for the next resume that I turn in for another role. Number three is that I need to use keywords. So the first thing that Disney does when you send in your internship application, when they get it, is they put it through a computer system. I've heard this from a few other vloggers and blogs that I've read. They put it through a computer system, and that computer system looks for different keywords that are in your cover letter and your resume. So it's important to look at the job description and the qualifications and put some of those keywords that they have in there and put them over in your cover letter and your resume. It's a little weird for me. I'm a writing major, so it feels a little bit like plagiarism in a sense, but it's not. So I'm going to go through each of the internship descriptions, and I'm going to highlight words that I think that I need to include in my cover letter and my resume. That will hopefully help me going forward. So the next things on my docket are, number one, I'm going to get headshots taken on Sunday, and I'm really, really excited for those. I think they're going to be really fun. Number two, I'm going to try and get my resume shortened a little bit more, and I'm going to try to put it into a more creative format on InDesign. Number three, I'm going to tailor that resume to 3 specific internships that I have printed out right now. I'm sure there will be more that I apply for once the next semester hits. And then number 4, I'm going to write my cover letters. Thanks so much for joining me today as I go to my first resume meeting. I hope that this helps out some other people that are going through it. If you are going through the application process of applying to the Disney College Program or a Disney Professional Internship, and you have been through similar things, if you have any advice, some questions, or just things that you want to share with me, feel free to comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, send me a GIF, meme, whatever. I would love to connect with you. I love talking Disney, and I'm just so excited to get this ball rolling and join this community. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and I will see you next time.